Hi, I'm Sapphire and I'm the head of costume here in the Miskin Theatre. So first of all we have a meeting with the director. She's the one that wrote the script, so she knows who the characters all are. She tells us what she wants them to look like. We then start researching that, so we look into the different characters, for example, Instagram. She's an old granny, but she is basically supposed to be like Instagram, so we have to have that logo on her costume somewhere. Other things like the Ice Queen, she just needed to be really icy, similar to like the Narnia films, but quite sparkly. She was the main character, so we wanted her to stand out. And then once we've got all the ideas of what the costumes are going to look like, we come up with designs, check with the director to see if she likes them, and then we start making.
Alright, so we are here in the storage unit. This is called the shoe store. We have, I think, 3 other stores. So one's the prop store and we have 2 costume stores. They're really long. So that's where we store all our stuff for different shows. Because for different shows, we can use like one costume from like Alice in Wonderland for this show, or like etc. And we can edit them. We can like tailor them in, tailor them out, or just cut a bit. If we see a fabric we like, we can cut that out a bit and stuff. But all the shoes, they're mainly stored here. So like wigs, shoes, some hats. Pretty much it, yeah, but we've got all the shoes, so we're currently just getting some shoes for the children and the parents at the start of the show.
In the first act, the opening scene, we have lots of children and mums and dads who are of like the vintage era, so like 1940s. So a lot of their costumes were like sourced out of the store, but then all the other costumes, they were made, or at least one item of theirs was made. So basically we just have, as long as we've got, they have to be made in the time that we have. In this case I think it's about 3 weeks. So yeah, whatever we can't buy we have to make, so we have to prioritise things that will take a long time, get them done first, and then yeah, just get cracking because the show has to go on.
So basically, it looks a bit dead right now, but when someone's got it, it looks better. Basically, it's the Roger the cat, who basically is a translator for the Instagram, and the inspiration behind it was because it's inspired by an Asta cat, the white one. So he just wanted it to look really cute because like the joke is that he's actually really like masculine and doesn't like anyone telling him what to do, but he's a cute little cat with loads of pink ribbons on it. So basically what we've had to do is, it's really difficult because this is really stretchy material. So when we're sewing like on the back, when we're sewing all this on, when she puts it on it completely stretches. So like this has all been sewn on, but where she's only put it on once and it's all starting to rip. So we're trying to figure out what we can do with that, regarding that. And then we've made like one of these with elastic on it. So we've just added loads of fur to it in the places where we feel like it wouldn't break so much. But then when she put it on, obviously like where it's all safety pins, we didn't feel like there was enough fur on it.
Okay, so this week we've been up to like finalising everything, so doing all the details, so like the writer on the t-shirt or like the gems on a costume, kind of putting everything together. So like last week was more making stuff, this week is more like finalising, trying all like the actors on and stuff. And we're currently trying to just find some shoes to put everything together. We had a tech run yesterday, so everyone had their wigs on, their costumes on, but they weren't obviously complete because we've got some children and adults in the start, which we're doing right now. So by tomorrow we should have pretty much nearly all the costumes. But yeah, it's all been about finalising, doing the repairs and stuff like that.
The time restraints are hard, and then also trying to work out like what the actors are going to be doing on stage in the costumes. We make what we can't buy basically, what we can't hire, what we can't source, we will make. So some things will be made from scratch, some things will be alterations of existing garments. Yeah. So this year there are I think 45 actors in the show, but some of them do have 2 costumes.
So basically I made the crown yesterday and it took all day, but what I did was using hot glue. The whole crown's made out of hot glue and just gems that I've just hot glued on. So the first thing I did was I got a bowl, and from the outside of the bowl, when it's turned over, like the rim at the back, I put hot glue all around it, which created the circle base. And then from that, on a plate, I just did triangles. And then when the triangles of hot glue were still hot, I rolled them up so they were like 3D. And then I made how many ever there are here, but I made 3 different types. So I did one where they were see-through, where I didn't roll in. Another one where it was like completely like frosted, where I'd rolled it loads. And then another where it was really tall and frosted, but also had like see-through bits, so I'd only roll like the top bit but not the bottom bit, so it was thinner. And then I just stuck them all on and then painted some of them blue and some of them silver, and then just put all of the gems on. Thank you.
Okay, so this week we've been up to like finalising everything, so doing all the details, so like the writer on the t-shirt or like the gems on a costume, kind of putting everything together. So like last week was more making stuff, this week is more like finalising, trying all like the actors on and stuff. And we're currently trying to just find some shoes to put everything together. We had a tech run yesterday, so everyone had their wigs on, their costumes on, but they weren't obviously complete because we've got some children and adults in the start, which we're doing right now. So by tomorrow we should have pretty much nearly all the costumes. But yeah, it's all been about finalising, doing the repairs and stuff like that.
So basically what I'm doing is for when Alan in the play transforms into Aslan, and although I've just been making like the warrior chest plate, because we were going to order it, but then we couldn't really find one because they're all really feminine and like accentuate like her boobs and stuff, because it's a girl playing the character, and we thought if we did it could be a bit more masculine because it'd be a bit bigger. But basically I've just been putting all detail on it, but right now this is the top we're going to use. I'm trying to figure out, because like, I don't really feel like it goes together, so I'm just trying to, we think we might dye it, so I'm just like placing it all out. And then we've also got, that's what it was before, and then we've also got a big fur piece on the back, because the inspiration was that it'd be tribal, not like an actual lion, because in the whole thing he's a lion, and then it's like this massive transformation. So we thought if it was a lot more tribal, he'd look a lot more like strong and powerful, which is what they wanted to give off in rehearsal, what the director said. So we're going to have this, so I'm just kind of like piecing it all together and make sure it's
So there's always problems, things break, timings don't quite go how you want them, but there's not been anything too major on this. So no, I think we've done all right really.